Hey guys, this is Garies and welcome back to another episode of Survival Overdone. Yes, no, we haven't worked on the factory even a little since 2 episodes ago. I've been hard working for the oil and you probably heard some noises in the background. I changed what one of these miners did. I upgraded them both to Mark II miners and I realized both are pulling 120 iron per minute and we're only using like 90. I'm producing much more screws. I keep calling it bolts, and when I set up this I realized it's screws, not bolts. So yes, to pick up screw from conveyor belt. So since I've learned a lot from the game, I put one of these vertical lines and it's going now at 270. Our setup does, so each line does 90 screws per minute. Why per second? So this one does 90 screws and it requires 15 rods. Ooh, that's too quick. This one produces 15 rods, requires 15 iron. This one produces 30 ingots. This one only requires 15. So we actually doing double than required, but since the belt only does 270, what's the point of going more? So on this side we are really starting to run out of reinforced plates. So even though we're not using it as a resource for belts, we still need it for what's the thing called? This one, the frames, the machine frames. So since we're only using the one miner, I thought, okay, let's use the other one, and we just put 2 screw lines on here, and we're producing plates, reinforced plates this way. And I'm just, since it takes so long to produce, I just put the normal Mark 1 conveyor belt. Let's ride it. Yeah, no, that's old lady ride. So I just join it up here, and thanks again Brad for giving me a tip that you can stack these splitters and mergers. I tried it, but it seems like you have to be at a certain angle to stack them. So the plates that I produce from the assembler comes out of there, goes in and goes to its storage spot in the buffer floor, and the ones that we produce extra comes in also in here and also goes to the buffer floor. So we are at least getting an extra plate per minute, plate or 2 per minute. So, but we still don't buffer reinforced plates, unfortunately. Oh, we started buffering plates. That's awesome. The last time I checked, that didn't happen yet. Awesome. It seems that extra part we're doing is awesomely effective. Yes, so this one's modular frames, not machine frames, requires these ones. Why is it not producing at the moment? It should pull one any moment now. $49. It seems we're not producing. Why aren't we producing? Let's just quickly do some troubleshooting. And sorry for yesterday's episode, guys. We had to cut that episode short. I did not realize we ran so over time. Just want to see, this one is producing those. It is producing frame. Maybe just very slow. Okay, I believe this one is the one that's making frames, or plates. Huh. And finally our screws is actually standing still. Usually there was a gap in those screws. We're actually filling the buffer. That's good to know. Let's see, this buffer, yeah, that just climbed as we opened it. This one was 49 and we have 5 more. Great stuff. Okay, and we're using concrete like it's nobody's business. Let's grab another stack or two, just in case, you never know. Okay, almost there. I enjoy this Mark III belt. Oh, let's do a thingy. I want to try and do this beginning of each episode.
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise.
Okay, so manufacturer, I'm guessing that's the thing that will make the heavy reinforced, what do you call these things? Heavy modular frames. Because, oh yeah, it takes 4 inputs. Oh, how big is this thing? Oh, that's big. Okay, so that's definitely going to the next floor on the factory. Okay, so guys, I finished the route that we're going to take all the way over to the oil. So I made, in place of going around, I made a, what do you call this thing again? Foundation. Sorry, I couldn't get that name now for some reason. So I made a foundation bridge right to waypoint 1. And we only have a few waypoints. So, sorry, this is going to waste a bit of time. You can skip ahead. I'm just quickly showing you what I did off cam because I spent a couple of hours offline, off cam, fixing this. So we're back. We crossed the bridge. We're at waypoint 1. We turned to waypoint 2, which is straight this way. And I cleared the way. So I went with the chainsaw and I cleared everything that needs to be cleared. So we run up to waypoint 2. We will come by with a tractor soon. I just wanted to tell you something or show you something specific before we do that. Okay, at waypoint 2 we look for waypoint 3. Just straight, so it's actually a clear path. We don't have to go from waypoint to waypoint. I know this path like the back of my hand by now. I've ran this path so many times. And this is 3 and 4 is straight ahead. It's because inventory got full. I had to go down, got more this and that, and come back and back and forth, and so we went. Okay, if you guys see something I'm not talking about, just try to ignore it. I'm going to explain to you what happened off cam, so you might see some things you shouldn't see yet, or that I haven't explained yet. So just in case. So that was waypoint 4, right there, coming from waypoint 3. And waypoint 5 is right up here, and then waypoint 6. This is basically a straight shot where we almost died, or where I saved in the previous episode. That was way over there. We took such a roundabout way. So that's why I really appreciated these beacons, because it actually made our lives so much easier. Okay, I think what I'm trying to say is you're going to see soon. So just ignore it if you see it. Okay, so I made it easier to walk over here and just generally over this hectic, what do you call a swamp area. Okay, and then this is the next waypoint. 6 and 7 is right over here. For some reason I can go down here, but I can't go up here. Oh, now I can. Was that just a spot? Yes, it was a certain spot you can't go over. Okay, then you go down to waypoint 7 and waypoint 8, and then you see this bridge, and just ignore what you don't have to see yet. You should be able to see it now. Okay, so 8 is just straight, and we go down. Oh, those things gives radiation. Those crash ships. If I build any closer, that's why this goes to the side. I wanted to build it straight to there, and I saw about this mushroom tree thingy gives you radiation damage, so I didn't want to do that. So waypoint 8 is over here, and then just over here is waypoint 9. And I didn't bring a 10 because it's not necessary for a 10 after this point. So that took about 4 minutes to travel this by foot. Let's say 5 minutes. So I want to see how long it takes actually between foot and tractor. Okay, there's a red slug here. There it is. Red or pink slug. So we'll get that at a later stage. Excuse me. I first want to finish my whole example. Or whole tour. So there's another Mercer sphere there. I did not build the oil rigs yet though. Or oil extractors, whatever you want to call it. Thought I heard something. So the oil is right here. These two. Is it two? Just want to make sure. Yes, two. One there and one here. And it's up there as well. So this is normal. And this is also normal. Okay, let me quickly grab you guys back. Okay, you see on the left hand side, guys, you can see the space elevator. So I saw that from here and I thought, okay, maybe there should be an easier way to get across. So let me quickly get back to where things got funky with the left and right, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, so by the time I got here, I thought, okay, since we can't make a ramp up there because of radiation, what if we went up there, went to the left, and went straight over to the elevator? So that was my next frame of thought. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, yeah. Running around, wasting time. Okay. So I thought, okay, in place of going up there, because it seems simple flat over here. Okay, you will see in a moment thing I'm not mentioning yet. So please ignore. And I'll get to that part soon. Since I didn't do anything on cam, I lost so many information, so I just wanted to catch you guys up because I don't like to skip any details for you guys. Grab this while we're at it. Okay, so I came here and I saw, okay, there's our power generation. And I came, where was that? Okay, ignore what you're seeing. Ignore it, you don't see it. Okay, now you don't see it. So I saw this path when I checked for the power generators and I remembered, oh, wait a minute. Does this go where I think it's going? So we follow this. And I thought, well, this road will almost looks perfect for a tractor. And it seems like it's shorter. So that is why I haven't set up anything on that route yet. Because this seemed very much shorter. Okay, I couldn't go on with the road or this natural rock formation. This big rocks over here stops you. For some reason. I tried walking down and in between that, but you can't. So I made this. So yes, it is coming up to my base. And I thought, well, that's just fancy. But it's still not short enough. And you can almost see what I don't want you guys to see or ignore. I know you can't ignore what I'm trying to tell you guys to ignore, but it's a thought that counts, right? Okay, so from the space elevator and where we just came from, I remembered, okay, there's enough space, or it's close enough that it's not out in the open where we get that radiation damage again. So I thought, okay, let's try and bolt over. So we bolt across this chasm. And I think I'm not going to waste more time recording me walking, so I'm going to walk up till there, pause the recording till I'm up there, and then I'll continue the recording. Okay, we finally made it to the other side. Reminds me of a song. So I wanted this line as straight and level as possible, so these 2 steps I'm not happy with, so I'm thinking of breaking down everything here and making it this level straight through. But I'll do that off cam. I'm not going to waste any time on cam, especially with that. So I have not completed this. That's where I ran out of concrete, so that's why I actually brought some concrete with me. But I'm not going to build this now. There's a ramp that we built initially, so this is literally a straight shot to where we want. And this is going, let me just see if we can see it. Okay, this episode is a catch-up episode, it seems. You can vaguely make out the bridge we're taking over water. The sound effects in this game is quite eerie. And I was scared that over here we will get that radiation effect. And it seems like we didn't, because it's happening over there. So we're good, we're good, we're good. So this is basically like going straight to where we want to be. And there's another broken, or a fragment or something that dropped. So I'm not sure where everything is going. It seems like the world is massive. This is 2 kilometers away, by the way. So we still need to make the ramps downward and then make this straight. So the whole point of this is, I was thinking, do we really need the tractor? Even though it's a lot that it can do per minute, it still takes a while to do the traveling. So that is part of the reason why I wanted this as flat as possible. I'm thinking of placing these things here. And bringing a power pole also along. Again, I don't have the resources now, but I'm going to actually widen this road, so it's going to be too wide. And then run the resources on the one side and power on the other side, because we need a power generation there. And yeah, then we just run it on Mark III asterisk, Mark III asterisk belts. I'll tell you what the asterisks is about just now. Once we get back to base, let me get to the other side again and I'll continue the recording. Don't want to waste too much time, as we've already done a lot. Okay, we are on the other side now. It's from way over there to this side. So if we lift the pathway a bit, we'll probably end up right around here. So this will be much more flat and stable to run. I'm hearing things. Oh, it's a shock from that. Okay. The only problem is this little elevation, but it shouldn't be a problem. And then right over here. That was my first try. This seemed much more straight than that one. So we still need to break down that part. But running conveyor belts would be much easier. We can even lift this road a little bit, because we still have a lift this side. So that would maybe skip most of that hill over there, or that bump in this case, because it's not a hill anymore. You can maybe go even one foundation higher and go out. Yeah, why not? You can do that, and this will also be thicker. Let's see. Yes, seems this will actually work perfect. It should be on the right hand side, on the left hand side. But in any case, okay, so back to gaming a bit. Okay, remember that asterisk from earlier that I mentioned? Okay, while I was checking out the milestones to research in the hub, I saw something very, very, very interesting. Look at this. Mark 4 conveyor belts. Mark 4. That's going to be fun. That's why I want that to be so straight as possible, because in the middle we will put a normal belt back and forth for our traveling luxuries. So we are going to have a highway back and forth from the oil. And okay, so think of it this way, guys. We did wasted a lot of time now traveling back and forth, so you guys know what's going on and which road it is. So I will never walk that road again for you guys. The next time we do that is with Mark 4 what do you call this, belts, conveyor belts, back and forth, and we will see how quick we get back and forth. We now checked, it's about 5 minutes traveling by walking. That's a long way, so we must see how much we shaved off of the Mark 4 belts. I'm thinking it could go to Mark 5 belts. I'm not sure. I'm guessing over here, since we still have another 2 tiers to unlock. So, but we need the next phase of the space elevator. So I'm not sure what's the. So we need to select this milestone, and this is heavy. It needs a heavy frames, motors, which is not too bad, and computer. All of these two of which takes 4 items to craft. Quite expensive, but we'll set that up. So that means I definitely need to get the factory up and running, get the next floors up and running, so that you can get the manufacturer up and running. Because this is going to be key in making more resources that we're going to use. So what I was thinking is, and also in the next milestone, you'll see we have a fuel generator. Yes, this we got, and that one. Okay, so we have a fuel generator. So I'm thinking of putting some generators by the oil fields, and then running the power cable to here to supplement this section, because I'm not sure how long we'll be able to run with those coal generators. But yes, so that is going to be fun doing that. So I think I caught you guys up properly on everything I wanted to catch you guys up on. Our exploration is done. I've showed you our screw manufacturing. Let's go check out if we can maybe make a plan to get these ones up and running. Let's see. Okay, we need for manufacturing plant 5 of these, which is actually expensive now that I look at it. We still have that recipe that we researched. I'm not sure if we want to take this route or not. Give me a sec, I just quickly want to check it out, work it out off cam quick. Okay guys, I just finished this is very weird. Just finished working out exactly how much this will cost me to make. Heavy modular frame. Okay, because the recipe that we unlocked was an alternate recipe for heavy frames, if I remember correctly. You know what, let me quickly recheck my old footage. Just give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, I have reviewed my footage. Yes, the first recipe was an alternate recipe for encased industrial beam. The second recipe was for the heavy modular frame. And the third one was for copper wire that was iron. So that is in episode 16, close to the end, on about 22 minutes. You can check that out if you don't believe me. That is the one that we complete, or the recipe that we completed. So that is why I worked out. So not to waste all my efforts, so I've came up to the total amount for one heavy, because this is actually interesting. For one heavy modular frame, the base cost is 755 iron. 755 iron to make everything in that recipe it's showing now at the bottom there. And then coal, it's 450, and limestone is 375. Wait, that's for 5. Why am I thinking 5? Why am I working out for 5? In any case, so for 1, it's easy. It's just divide by 5. So it's 155 iron, 90 coal, and 75 limestone for one heavy modular frame. That's still expensive. 155 iron. That is crazy expensive. So, but in any case, back to this point. Why is it different recipes now? This is actually... current recipe. Isn't this a current recipe? I'm sure this is a current recipe. Four plates and 24 screws. Ah, 10 plates and 24 screws. And then it gives you 3. Huh. One steel screws now, think you, not that one. 1 copper and 1 iron ore gives you 3 iron ingots. Oh, here we can see actually the normal recipes. So that is 1 iron for 6 screws. This is 3 times 1.5 iron. So let's say 2 iron for... This is much cheaper for screws, but we're generating screws so much now. I'm thinking this one seems to be the best one. We save 2 plates and we get 3 at a time. 7.5 per minute. Currently we get 5 per minute. So the efficiency goes up a bit at least. Maybe we should go with this one. Yes, I think so. Because we get 2.5 per minute more. That seems good. Let's see this. 90 per minute. Currently 180 per minute on the new one, 30 per minute. This is 11 per minute. This is slow. Oh, but it's free, so it's 33 per minute. This is 1 per 2.5 seconds, whereas the original one is not per 2.5 minute. 2.5 per minute. Where this is I'm confusing myself. I'm just going with this one. Okay, so
Data on the hard drive has been salvaged and can be repurposed to unlock an alternate recipe. Salvaging more hard drives will provide additional alternate recipes.
oh yeah, thank you, Ada. Let's see if this one runs on an alternate recipe. That would be very, very, very interesting to see. Select recipe. So why is not selecting the new recipe? Four iron plates, 3 4 screws. You're supposed to take 4 plates. Okay, something's not making sense. But okay, in any case, maybe it will sort it out after a reboot. I'm thinking maybe that's why the recipe changed after a restart of that system. Or not that system, of a game. Maybe that changed something. So, okay, not to waste as much time as we did in the previous episode, I am going to cut the episode here. I had this here because I wanted to work out. So that I can get to building the factory, finishing the factory, as there's a lot of work to be done on a factory. But at least I have a whole weekend again. As I mentioned in the previous Friday, I do not record this game over the weekends. I usually focus on Fortress Craft and other games. So I hope you guys will forgive me for that one. I'm also going to record another Ark episode, so I've not been recording Ark during the week this week. Previous week I did try that, but 2 videos at this stage is a bit pushing it for me, as I work full time, so I kind of got myself trained a bit there for a moment. So I'm going, unfortunately, back to 1 video a week. So if you want to see 2 videos a week, let me know, and also then please support me, guys. Check the links in the description, links for my Patreon especially. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and get your friends to subscribe as well. Come join us for a nice chat in the Discord. Link is also down in the description. And once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please give me a like, and remember to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notification when episodes goes live. So hopefully next time when you guys see us, we are about this high, so that we can have, okay, that is the normal floor. Then we have the constructor floor, assembler floor, and then a manufacturer floor. So this is only the buffer floor so far. So we have a lot of work to do. We need to get a lot of concrete. So yes, a lot of work ahead of us. So hold your thumbs for me, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers!